Hi, see you again. We have discussed about has the efficient management of electrical energy regulation in 2008 effective or not? That's the question now. Okay, next, I would like to share with you something that I have shared this even during my awareness seminar way back in 2009 when I was in ST, Energy Commissions. I did some kind of promotion to create awareness about the EMIR 2008, and I said this. And I think I wasn't wrong because it has been proven it's happening now. That time, okay, I somehow I mentioned to all to my audience, okay, I think over 20 over seminars that time in 1 year, okay, almost more than once a month, okay. What I share with them, for those who are looking this law from as a different party who are not directly related to this regulation when it comes to compliance, they may be the one that have to comply to this regulation only about a few parties. Okay, the first one is the supply authority. You know, entity like Tenaga Nasional. All right, all those supply of energy, electrical energy to the user. SCSB and Sabah, they're supposed to give information to the Energy Commission, and then the installation. Okay, the one that affected by the law, where they have to appoint the RIM for their installation. Who are there? They are the one that using more than 3 million kilowatt hour in 6 months, and also the one that generating for own consumption, private licensing, more than 3 million kilowatt hour in 6 months. So the three parties in general, plus the Energy Commission is the regulator, only 4 parties. But there are that's why like those days, for me, the law can be much more effective if it can create business activities. That's what I said to the audience way back in 2009. And it was proven to be true. And now I'd like to share what I shared those years. And it's happening now. That time I mentioned in my seminar, these are the potential opportunities for industry player to come on board, due to this enforcement of this regulation or this law. Okay, the first opportunity from this enforcement of these regulations, okay, the one that I'm now in, okay, is basically energy management, advisory, consultancy services. Somebody has to advise, right, on how to manage energy efficiently. Okay, not only electrical energy. Okay, beyond that. So somebody has to advise, because if you look at the EMIR 2008, okay, which are provisions that are directly related to to the installation owner and also the RIM. Only 2 provisions. One is under the regulation 6, which require the installation owner to appoint the RIM, and then they have to submit information to the Energy Commission regularly on the policy objective of their energy management. That's all. But this is something that often been overlooked. Actually, in the regulation 6, okay, regulation 6, this is also being overlooked by both parties, either RIM or installation owner, where under the regulation 6, okay, there is a requirement to appoint or to designate a registered electrical energy manager to perform function and duties under regulation 16. Okay, so this is often being overlooked because most people look at it separately. Actually, these 2 regulations, regulation 6 and 16, are connected. Means that the moment the institution owner receive the notice from Energy Commission, right, they have to appoint a RIM. And then, why they have to appoint a RIM? For the RIM to perform its function and duties under the regulation 16. So what are these regulation 16? Regulation 16, okay, there are 5 elements there. Okay, one, quickly, one is to audit and analyze total energy consumption and significant end of use of energy. Number 1. Number 2 is to advise the installation owner, okay, on developing and implementing measures for efficient management of electrical energy. These measures, my definition, refers to they have to develop and implement energy management system, because they have to ensure efficient management of energy. So it's something continuous. For you to be able to do something continuous, you must do it systematic way. The third one is to monitor effectiveness of the implementation of the measures within the system. Okay, the fourth one, Okay, the fourth underwriting system is to what? Is to supervise the record keeping and verify its accuracy of the information submitted to Energy Commission by the installation owner. And finally, the requirement for reporting. If you look at this, okay, all the function and duties will somehow there are many parties to be involved to get it done. Therefore, the first opportunity where now I'm in now, okay, personally, okay, is to advisory and consultancy service for the installation owner, for them to be able to manage the energy efficiently. That's it. Not just to comply to legal requirement, because even though as a RIM, okay, as a RIM, their job is their function and duties clearly defined as advice. Okay, advice in the regulation 16(2) A2. Okay, under even regulation 16(a)(1) to audit and analyze. This basically advisory job, consultancy job, analysis job. It's not technical. It is not a technical job. Analyze energy consumption. No measurement, maybe not the measurement required. They just to analyze your energy consumption, the trending. All right, how to understand the trend and all that. Basic energy management in the energy management system. And then they have to monitor effectiveness. If they want to monitor effectiveness, they must have a system, because in the systematic approach, they have to establish the energy performance indicator, energy baseline, improve, they have to identify energy performance improvement opportunities and all that. Okay, so the first opportunity is to provide advisory and consultancy services. I'm personally involved in it now. All right, and then the second one, I think that's very important, sir. Energy audit service. Why it is important? Because what energy audit? Energy audit is the step, quite important step. If any company wanted to embark on large-scale retrofitting project on energy efficiency or large-scale investment, they're ready to invest for large-scale solution that require large investment to get more savings. Okay, so energy audit services will be a demand, even proven now. Even government recognize that. In the 11 Malaysia Plan, government allocated about 48 million ringgit to give the grant for energy audit. Now allocated somewhere under the 12 Malaysia Plan. EACG, okay, energy audit grant 2.0, it's been proven. So for those who took up this opportunity many years ago, now they should have built the capacity on conducting energy audit, good energy audit. Now the opportunity for them now. Okay, I was right again. Okay. So our energy audit service is very important service for identifying the potential to provide a solid study, solid basis of investing in energy efficiency projects. Because energy audit gives a very technical study, identifying the potential so that they also can understand where they are in terms of efficiency, also identify the potential, they can quantify the potential of saving, also they can justify the investment through the financial analysis. Energy audit service. If you have started way back in 2009, okay, now you're supposed to be a very good energy auditor or very strong energy auditor. So now you can reap the benefit of the incentive now being given by government to assist this installation in this regard. Okay. Number 3, when there is energy audit service, consultancy services required, there'll be a lot of ESCO, energy service company. ESCO is an energy service company that can support the installation owner, support the energy manager, okay, to help, as a support service, just like, they want to maintain facility, they got the appointed facility management company. So some company not outsource the facility management company, right? Because they are specialists in facility management. Similar to ESCO are specialists in energy service, focusing on energy efficiency or renewable energy solution. They are the specialists. So now, if company, installation owner, they wanted to embark further, okay, in many other conducting energy audit, even implementing the project, ESCO is the best who can give that solution because they are specializing in that. No, they are not suppliers. Okay, they may sell some, but they are not suppliers. They're supposed to be solution provider when it comes to energy saving solution or RE solution. Number 3, ESCO, because it can support incentive or energy management for this installation. And I was right again. Now ESCO Now in ST, in Energy Commission website, there are over 200 ESCO now. In Malaysia, the list of ESCO, our ESCO number is quite big compared to other country. We don't talk about the quality yet. We haven't come there yet, but at least something positive. Even me, myself, I now sit under the Malaysia Association of Energy Service Company, or MyESCO. Even now, we are continuing receiving the membership application now. So ESCO is supposed to be those days, 2009, is supposed to be the new, but now it's supposed to be, if you beat that over that year, that time, so you're supposed to be good ESCO now. Okay, number 4. Okay, 4. There'll be some kind of requirement or a trend, okay, of implementing energy management system. There'll be because even now the requirement not only by law, okay. For example, for the public sector company, they have to prepare the sustainability report. A part of that is energy. Energy is a very big factor in sustainability. So the law somehow, when they enforce the efficient management of electrical energy regulation 2008, the requirement is to have the efficient management of electrical energy. All right, there will be a requirement for how can they manage the energy efficiently in ongoing basis. They need to have a system. So there'll be a trend. Okay, there'll be a trend for companies to adopt this system. Either they refer to other whatever standard. Maybe you can refer to ISO 2001. Maybe they can refer to IMAS, ASEAN Energy Management Scheme, or AMGS, Energy Management Gold Standard under the IMAS. So there will be a tendency to that. So whoever in this line, whoever providing the consultancy, training, certification, all that, they will parties who can benefit from this so-called intention. This resulted from the law, because the law requires you to manage your energy efficiently, and you have to report to the regulator, on regularly, on twice a year at least. Okay, that's number 3. Number 4. Okay, number 5, the benefit, so-called the opportunities. Number 5, okay, is the service of the. Let's say company wanted to, they implemented large-scale investment on the energy efficiency project. They need to validate the result, especially if they embark on the energy performance contracting. Okay, energy performance contracting model. If they adopt that model, or even they put their own capital, but they want to confirm, they want to verify the savings, especially if they secure a loan to fund the projects from the investor. So they need to have a so-called, there will be the needs, okay, for the measurement and verification services. This will cover from the preparing the measurement and verification plan or MNV plan, and doing the MNV also to verify using the plan, verify the plan. So any large projects, okay, it's always recommended to have the proper MNV plan, so that later they can, it's no question about the saving, no doubt about the question, no argument about the result achieved, especially that project require funding from third party. But anyway, it's good practice in a way. Good practice for any company, either the funding or the project coming from internal or from third party, to have a proper MNV so that they can have the less doubtful, less argued result data to show their actual performance. That's the opportunity number 5. Now it's happening. Now more and more people try to become the so-called MNV specialists. There are a lot of courses now to qualify people to become MNV specialists or certified MNV practitioner, because there are markets for that, not only in Malaysia, in other countries as well. Okay, in fact, some of the certification is globally recognized. That opportunity number 5. Opportunity number 6. Okay, this is something I also involved directly. Okay, training. Training is something ongoing. Human capacity development. Okay, training is always a requirement, an ongoing basis. Okay, for example, if you're talking about management of energy in a systematic way, if you look at any standard or any rating system for energy management, for example, ISO 2001 and also EMGS under IMAS, there is a requirement for training. So whoever involved in training business, either as a training provider, as a trainer, as a module developer, doesn't matter. Even for the hotel, all right, hotel who provide the venue or training center, these are the opportunity as well, just like any other industry. I'm personally involved in this now, so there's more demand now. For example, under my association, MyESCO, before we have this so-called CPD point requirement. Okay, CPD point requirement for RIM. Okay, even before we have these regulations, there's not many. We conducted about so-called we have a certified energy management energy managers course. It's difficult to get participants now. At least my school, my school conducted at least 6 sessions a year. Okay, and my school is the biggest contributor now to the RIM in Malaysia. The biggest contributor from the training provider. Okay, because my school program has been endorsed by Energy Commission, like any other training provider, some other provider as well, for people to become a RIM. It's themselves. Okay, so this is one thing. Training will be always a requirement. Okay, so this is requirement. So whoever involved in training, can reap the opportunity from enforcing from the email enforcement, because part of the email requirement, all RIM must attend, must get their so-called CDP point, continuous development program points, before they can renew their certificate every year. So there is a demand there. Okay, and finally, next one. Okay, number 7. Okay, opportunity number 7. Because of one company embarking on efficient management of energy, there'll be a need, there'll be more interest on more energy efficient technologies. They will look for more because they want to get more result, better result. Okay, they want to achieve their objective and policy target in the energy efficient management of energy. So there'll be more interest, towards more energy efficient technology. Even not only that, not only energy efficient, also renewable energy. So this will benefit. This has benefit suppliers, importers, whoever in this the whole value chain. Okay, and finally, this is also a trend now. More and more companies now try to diversify the business into energy service. I personally see this. That's why now more and more companies now they have business that embark on they open a subsidiary or they open new department or new portfolio under the business unit to embark on energy service, either energy efficiency service or renewable energy service. There is a demand, and more and more companies moving towards them. Even now, I form my own company now. All right, because I have no. That's why I used to work. Now I form my own company to provide services, and related to all resulted from the enforcement of this regulation or MA 2008. So I have shared with you some opportunities, created, and now happening. And the way forward, it can be always getting more and more opportunity. Because subsequently, we are becoming more and more developed country. We are about to become. So the way forward, there'll be a lot of facility, building or factories, they have to manage the energy resource. They have to make sure it's effective. They must make sure they are efficient because energy cost is uncertain and they keep increasing. So to remain competitive, especially in the private sector, they have to do it because of business reason. Not only business reason, because of coordination, and also market requirement. Market requirement of adopting the sustainability practices. So that definitely will cover energy. Okay, so this is something that, I mentioned this in all this, the point that I shared with you. Okay, I mentioned that 2009, and it's happening now. Okay, all this happening now. Okay, I forgot one thing about the adoption of the energy management system just now. Okay, when companies embarking on more systematic approach, they also open opportunity for certification. They will look for certification because they have the system. Even some certification required to show they are practicing it. They must be endorsed by the party. They have to go to a certification. Okay, so because of having that, the law came in. All right, they started. Okay, now the next step is because meeting the legal requirement always the minimum requirement of any good practice in management. So they start to embark on energy certification of related to energy efficiency. For example, certification for ISO 2001, rating for IMAS and the EMGS, okay, all the LEED certificate, all the other rating, green rating certificate, and all that. A part of that, for them to sustain that rating, they have to manage the energy efficiently. So they somehow is connected. So I shared with you what are opportunities has derived or resulted from the enforcement of efficient management of economic aggregation 2008 or in 2008, way back from 2009. What's happening? So based on what we have discussed, okay, based on what I've shared, okay, shared the benefits, general benefits, okay, and also the opportunities. I think this is my opinion. I think with its so-called limitations, because I have to be honest, okay, the provision in the MA 2008 is very brief, sometimes very vague, unclear. It don't provide any guide, okay, guide on what to do, especially for the institution owner. It just tell what you need to submit, just basically all the administrative requirements. Okay, it's not really a guide compared to other. If you look at City Regulation 94, City Regulation 94 under safety, it's more prescriptive. At least in this regulation, you are being guided what exactly to do. For example, for the switching, you know, for the maintenance work, repair work, you know, for the safety part. But for this MA 2008, it's not there. But this is something I believe we can improve. Okay, it's no guide. Therefore, it's very challenging. Okay, therefore, for me, I look from that, put that aside. Okay, I think with its limitation and also limitation of even the Energy Commission themselves. Okay, if you go to Singapore, if you go to Thailand, okay, if you go to even to Japan, any country that has been successful implementing activity, you can see how many human resource within the government, how many people within the government is doing the job. You know, it's pity in our country, in Energy Commission, they're still not. If you look, when I started, I have about 3 staff to manage the whole thing. 3, including me, is 3 personnel only. But now I was told they got about over 12, but not enough. Because energy efficiency is industry by itself. It's not that simple. But I think with the limitation of resources, okay, with the limitation of the provision in the law, is not very prescriptive enough to guide the installation or not, even the RIM, okay, and then with the limitation of the authority themselves, the Energy Commission enforcing that, with all that, I think to a certain extent, it has been effective to that extent. But to make it better, we need to do some major changes as well, especially in the making the provision more prescriptive. This requires a long process, I know that. Okay, that's my conclusion. Okay, you can have your own conclusion, but for me, it's not, it's good, still better instead of nothing. That's my stand on this. Okay, imperfect, you know, incomplete, okay, whatever you name it, but for me, at least we have something, as you know, at least we can do something. And we can take it from there. Okay, we cannot find the perfect things, the perfect time to start. We need to start. Somehow you need to start, because honestly, we are still lagging. We're far lagging now compared to our neighbors. But somehow it's good to start somewhere. So that's my conclusion. Is it effective or not? To a certain extent, for me, based on the point that I shared to you in this video, yes. But when it comes to, I think what I need to improve further in the enforcement side. Okay, enforcement side, how they can make themselves more effective by having the resources. ST need to be well equipped, which I don't think they are now. Okay, you can argue with me, but I think they are not. Pity my friends. I got still friends instead there, so somehow I feel sorry for them lah. Sorry for them, but somehow they always way to support them. That's why what I'm doing now is part of the promotion, the awareness, so that there more need to be done, and we still have to keep believing that this is something right, so we have to keep doing it. Okay, that's my conclusion. I hope the sharing enlighten you. It's not a typical sharing, right, about the subject, topic, particular, but it's about my thoughts. Okay, I hope the sharing is useful. Okay, it's somehow thoughtful and also enlightened further to things something better, the way forward, how we can make this MA 2008 a better law, or at least make it better within our scope. Okay. Okay, especially for the RIM, the ability for RIM to interpret the provision, and especially under Regulation 16, is very, very critical for them to be effective. Because honestly, it's not easy for me as well. Okay, even though I know about the law quite well, but somehow it's not easy because the other side. Okay, I'm managing over 30 installation now as a RIM under my name, but it's not easy. I can tell you that. It's always the challenge, to bring energy matters to the top management. Okay. It's easy to talk about energy saving, but sometimes they're just not aware that, energy management, efficient management of energy or energy management system require the commitment from the top management. Okay, they have to aware, and energy managers really must be aware about that as well. So something needs to be done to bridge the gap. It's not easy. Okay, it's always a challenge for me. Okay, I don't know whether I'm good at RIM or not, I don't know. But somehow I try my best. Okay, I try my best to perform the duty based on the whatever existing provision in the market, how I understood that. With that, thank you very much. Okay, so I hope if you feel this video is useful, please share. Please share, and also don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And then I hope see you in the next video. All right, see you. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy. Okay, stay energy efficient.